of this big famous solicitor the family had gone to. The company the Dupont family turned to was Corbris and Courtius and Associates, the main cabinet in Bordeaux and a second one in Paris. Though Philippe Courtius appeared to be involved in the case, he signed the paperwork. He didn't bother to show up, sending one of his henchmen instead, a woman who would stand and deliver vicious attacks on me. I wouldn't say she was really that good in my opinion, resorting to personal attacks, trying to hide the hard facts that an 85-year-old, probably on medication, and more than likely with alcohol in his system, was driving, or trying to. The reason I believe he was on medication and was a drinker is the fact that it wasn't investigated, or was never mentioned. Also, the crap she came up with on the 15th of April 2019 was further confirmation that there was one hell of a cover-up going on, and I was the scapegoat. My memory came up in a sarcastic way. You don't remember the Christmas before. How can you remember the accident? Was the Judge Isabelle de Coque's attitude. Has she not heard of Freud and his theory of things simulating the memory? I was in the same hospital, same surroundings, same noises, smells, and some of the same staff. I was never unconscious throughout my accident. It was in my memory somewhere. I couldn't believe what Judge Isabelle de Coque said next. If he was slumped at the wheel, the car would have slowed down and stopped. My response, well, his foot could have stayed on the acceleration pedal as he slumped forward. I am thinking to myself, she's a judge. So when you faint, have a heart attack or fall asleep at the wheel while driving, you first put your car out of gear, handbrake on, hazard lights on, stop the car, and then you can slump at the wheel. The very fact that your foot was on the gas before the problem occurs means it probably stays there, and the force of the forward action or motion of the body may even accelerate the gas. Once I had calmed myself, I announced to my solicitor that I wanted to appeal. I had already been guided by the universe to research it and knew I had 10 days in which to appeal. Mr. Raposo's response, No, Madam Walker, you can't do that. You will be given a worse sentence. My reply, What? Will they chop off my left hand as well? He shit himself. I then said I will make an appointment with him in the next few days and make a decision then. His response, I have no appointments free. I can't possibly see you. I said, it has to be done in the next 10 days. No, I can't see you before 10 days, was his cowardly response. Effing what? I had just got charged with murdering 2 people on very dodgy evidence, and he couldn't find me 10 minutes to appeal. What the hell was this guy being paid around €300 an hour for? While we were talking, their solicitor, Mrs. Dauphine, came to nosy to see what was going on. I waved to her and invited her to join us, but she scurried off like sneaky rats usually do. It was raining quite hard now, as I sat in my car, distraught and in a very bad place. I was so close to just driving into a wall and fucking giving them something to talk about. All those people who were pecking at me, just as vultures do, all taking their pound of flesh. But as I started the car, A song came on from the CD I had hastily picked up before I left the house. It was Running Away by Bob Marley. In that moment I realised I could not run away from this injustice. I had to be able to live with myself, and if I did not try and get the truth out in the open, I would have done myself so much harm and never be free from the mental torture all these injustices were giving me. Then as I drove, the song Get Up, Stand Up by Bob Marley sang a very clear message to me. Half the story has never been told, so now you see the light. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. What other sign did I need? I was not alone in this wicked world. Someone, some sort of energy was guiding me. I may not have this earthly justice, but a much more pure and truthful justice was being shown to me. I had to get up, stand up, and never give up the fight. This was not about me, little disabled one-handed Penny, but about humanity itself. If I was courageous, listened, and allowed myself to be guided, I would not only heal my own damaged soul, but allow many others to heal theirs as well. I may be criminalised, laughed at, ridiculed, abandoned, lied to, and be on a lonely path, but every step would be guided, and I would be protected by a power and a righteousness that is often not seen or dismissed because of the fear that has been planted in one's soul. From that moment onwards, I felt a calmness and warmth and a beginning of healing of my soul. I was not alone. It would not be a quick healing, and I would stumble and fall and be pushed or tripped many times. But I was now connected to the power of a deep spiritual love that would teach me many things that society could not. When I got home on the 15th of April, I could not sleep. I was thinking how unsupportive my solicitor was, and how he desperately didn't want me to appeal. I sent him an email which I tried to translate into French. It said, "The family said they wanted the truth and today they did not get that. I want an appeal. I accept things but have difficulty accepting injustice. All my life I have needed the truth. It's who I am. Thank you. Penny Walker."